Beware. 10. Evident signs that there is an evil person next to you. Life lessons, Buddhist teachings. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke. Hello and welcome to The Journey of Wisdom. Today, we dive into a crucial topic that could save you from immense heartache and trouble. While our hearts are filled with hope and belief in the goodness of others, it's vital to stay vigilant. Not everyone around us shares our goodwill and kind intentions. There are those with malicious intent lurking in the shadows of our lives, waiting to strike. Recognizing the signs of an evil person in your midst is not just important, it's essential. Have you ever encountered someone who seems to take pleasure in others' pain, who manipulates and deceives without a second thought? These individuals are often masters of disguise, hiding their true nature behind a mask of friendliness and charm. It's easy to miss the subtle cues and fall prey to their schemes. But fear not, for today we will uncover the 9 evident signs that reveal their true character. In this video, I will guide you through 9 telltale signs of an evil person and provide you with practical steps to safeguard your peace and well-being. But before we delve into these signs, don't forget to hit the like button if you appreciate life wisdom and want to see more content like this. And remember this powerful truth: people want to see you do well, but never better than them. Let's get started with the first sign. Number 1. Habit of lying. An evil person often exhibits the habit of lying, a behavior that can be incredibly destructive and manipulative. These individuals lie incessantly, not just for personal gain, but sometimes merely for their amusement or to manipulate others. They disregard the value of trust and friendship, focusing solely on their selfish interests. Picture a coworker who fabricates stories about their work achievements, inflating or even making up facts to gain attention. Or think of a friend who claims they missed your event because they were ill, only for you to discover they were out enjoying themselves elsewhere. Such lies are not just deceitful, but show a profound lack of respect for you and others around them. Liars use their falsehoods to manipulate situations and people, such as a partner who lies about their feelings or intentions to maintain control over you or to gain the upper hand in an argument. They might also concoct gossip or spread misinformation to create conflicts among friends or colleagues, deriving pleasure or some form of benefit from the chaos they cause. Initially, these lies may seem insignificant and harmless, but over time they erode trust and cause significant damage to relationships. As the Buddha wisely said, 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. This underscores the importance of recognizing and confronting lies to preserve healthy relationships. If someone consistently lies, even about trivial matters, it's a clear indication that they do not respect you and are willing to sacrifice your trust for their gain. It's crucial to evaluate the impact of such a person on your life and to determine whether a trustworthy relationship with them is possible. Honesty is the bedrock of any relationship, and a person who habitually lies cannot provide this foundation. It's essential to distance yourself from such individuals to maintain your peace of mind and integrity. Reflect on the words of Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted." This is a powerful reminder that trust, once broken, casts doubt on all actions and intentions of the person who lies. In modern life, where interactions are frequent and diverse, encountering such deceitful behavior is not uncommon. It's vital to be vigilant and discerning, Understanding that protecting your emotional and psychological well-being sometimes means cutting ties with those who consistently display dishonest behavior. In doing so, you uphold your own values and create space for healthier, more genuine connections. Number 2. Pleasure in others' pain. Recognizing and understanding the signs of an evil person in your life can be crucial for your well-being. One glaring sign is when someone takes pleasure in others' pain. If you know someone who seems to delight in others' suffering, like laughing or smiling during someone else's difficult moments, it's a clear indication you're dealing with a bad person. This behavior shows a total lack of empathy and can lead to harmful situations orchestrated by them for their own satisfaction. Picture a co-worker who, instead of offering help when you're overwhelmed, laughs at your struggles. Or a friend who, upon hearing about your personal problem, makes jokes instead of offering support. These attitudes are not only insensitive, but reveal a cruel character. Such individuals may even deliberately create negative situations just to watch others suffer. They can also spread gossip and create conflicts, all to see people's reactions and enjoy the chaos they've instigated. It's important to recognize these signs early and distance yourself from those who exhibit this type of behavior to protect your emotional health and well-being. In the teachings of Buddhism, there's a story about Angulimala, a feared bandit who took pleasure in harming others. Despite his evil deeds, the Buddha approached him with compassion, showing him the path to redemption. Angulimala eventually transformed his life, proving that even those who seem beyond redemption can change with the right guidance. This story reminds us that while we must be wary of those who revel in causing pain, there is also the potential for change in everyone. Imagine finding yourself constantly at the receiving end of someone's cruel jokes, or seeing a colleague who gets a thrill from making your work life difficult. These behaviors are not just mean-spirited, but are indicators of a deeper malice. The lack of empathy and the enjoyment of others' misfortune is a significant red flag. It's crucial to address these situations head-on, either by confronting the person directly or by seeking support from others who can help you navigate these toxic interactions. When dealing with such individuals, it's essential to maintain your own sense of compassion and mindfulness, much like the Buddha did with Angulimala. By doing so, you protect your inner peace and ensure that your actions are rooted in kindness rather than retaliation. Reflecting on Buddhist teachings can provide valuable insights and coping strategies, helping you manage these relationships with grace and wisdom. Have you ever encountered someone who seemed to take pleasure in your pain? How did you handle the situation? Engaging with your audience by posing such questions can foster a deeper connection and encourage them to share their experiences, creating a supportive community. The lesson here is twofold. First, be vigilant about the signs of an evil person in your life. Protect your emotional and mental well-being by distancing yourself from those who derive joy from your suffering. Second, remember that everyone has the potential for change. Approach each situation with a balance of caution and compassion, ensuring that your actions reflect the teachings of kindness and empathy. This approach not only safeguards your peace, but also opens the door for transformation, much like the story of Angulimala. By doing so, you embody the very essence of Buddhist teachings, promoting a life of harmony and understanding. In conclusion, identifying and responding to the signs of an evil person in your life is crucial for your well-being. Use the wisdom from Buddhist teachings to navigate these challenging interactions, ensuring that you remain compassionate and mindful. By fostering a supportive community and encouraging open dialogue, you can help others recognize and address these harmful behaviors, promoting a more empathetic and understanding world. Number 3. Lack of responsibility. Lack of responsibility is a clear indicator of an evil person's presence. Such individuals never accept blame for their actions and constantly shift it onto others, portraying themselves as victims. This trait is particularly insidious because it can undermine your confidence and peace of mind, slowly eroding your self-esteem. As the Buddha wisely said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Recognizing this lack of responsibility in others is the first step toward protecting yourself. Consider a coworker who makes a mistake on an important project. Instead of admitting their fault, they point the finger at you or someone else on the team. This deflection not only creates a toxic work environment, but also leaves you feeling unfairly blamed. Picture the frustration and confusion that arise from such an encounter, and imagine how repeated incidents could weigh on your mental health. Then there's the friend who constantly gets into trouble but never owns up to their actions. If they're late for an appointment, it's always the traffic or someone else's fault. If something goes wrong in their life, they never look at their own choices, but always find a scapegoat. This habitual blame shifting is not just annoying, it's emotionally draining. Over time, you might start questioning your own worth, wondering if maybe, just maybe, you are at fault. Buddha teaches us, in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Applying this wisdom, letting go of relationships with people who refuse to take responsibility is a graceful act of self-preservation. These individuals are adept at manipulating situations to make you feel guilty for their mistakes. They twist narratives, making you apologize for things that aren't your responsibility. This manipulation is a form of emotional abuse, and it's crucial to recognize it to protect your mental and emotional health. Reflect on a scenario where your friend gets into a heated argument and then blames you for not supporting them enough. This tactic is used to shift guilt and responsibility away from themselves, placing it onto you. How often have you found yourself apologizing to keep the peace, even when you know deep down it wasn't your fault? This pattern can be deeply damaging, leading to a cycle of guilt and self-doubt. Identifying these behaviors is essential. It's not just about recognizing the trait, but understanding its impact on your life. When someone consistently refuses to take responsibility, they drag you into a vortex of blame and manipulation. This can distort your sense of reality and fairness, making you doubt your own judgments. As the Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." By allowing such individuals to dominate your thoughts and emotions, you give them power over your mental state. To safeguard your well-being, it's vital to set boundaries. Distance yourself from those who never take responsibility. Surround yourself with people who are accountable for their actions, who own their mistakes, and who learn from them. This shift will not only improve your mental health, but also enhance the quality of your relationships. So, what can you do to break free from this toxic cycle? Start by observing the patterns. Notice how often you're left feeling guilty after an interaction with such individuals. Acknowledge your feelings and trust your judgment. Seek out supportive relationships where mutual respect and accountability are the norms. Being aware of the evident signs of an evil person, like their lack of responsibility, can significantly impact your life. It's about preserving your mental and emotional health by distancing yourself from those who drain you and embracing those who uplift you. Remember, Your journey is about nurturing your inner peace and self-worth. As you move forward, consider this. How can you create a circle of influence that supports and respects your boundaries? Reflect on this question and take proactive steps to ensure your mental and emotional well-being. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to recognizing and protecting yourself from the negativity of evil people. Comment below with positive energy to affirm your commitment to these life-changing insights. Don't go anywhere. There's still a wealth of knowledge we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will help you maintain peace and positivity in your life. Number 4. Cruelty. Some people display their malevolence through blatant acts of cruelty, exhibiting aggression and deriving pleasure from the suffering of others. These individuals lack empathy and purposefully inflict pain, showcasing their toxic nature. Picture a colleague who maliciously criticizes you during meetings, not to offer constructive feedback, but to demoralize and embarrass you. Their cruel comments erode team morale and create a hostile work environment. Similarly, consider a friend who makes jokes about your insecurities or personal problems, deliberately hurting you. They may mock your vulnerabilities shared in confidence, and their delight in your discomfort reveals their lack of empathy. This behavior is a hallmark of a cruel person. In personal relationships, cruelty can manifest as verbal or physical aggression. A partner who regularly insults you or resorts to physical abuse is openly cruel, intending to hurt and control you. Such actions demonstrate a complete disregard for your dignity and well-being. Recognizing this cruelty is vital for safeguarding your emotional and physical health. As Buddha wisely said, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love." This is the eternal rule. Understanding that cruelty stems from deep-seated issues within the perpetrator can help you navigate these painful interactions with compassion for yourself and others. To protect yourself, it's essential to set clear boundaries and distance yourself from openly cruel individuals. These people can cause lasting emotional scars, and their presence in your life is detrimental to your peace of mind. In a modern context, consider how social media can amplify cruelty. Cyberbullying, for instance, allows people to hide behind screens while inflicting emotional pain on others. The anonymity of the internet can embolden cruel behavior, making it even more important to recognize and address it. If you're experiencing cruelty, whether in person or online, seeking support from friends, family, or professionals is crucial. They can offer guidance and help you take steps to protect yourself from further harm. The Dalai Lama teaches us, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." This wisdom reminds us that we have the power to choose kindness over cruelty in our interactions. By fostering an environment of compassion and understanding, we can counteract the negativity and build healthier, more supportive relationships. When faced with cruelty, remember that it reflects the perpetrator's inner turmoil rather than your worth. Prioritize your well-being by surrounding yourself with positive influences and removing toxic individuals from your life. Cruelty is a clear indicator of an evil person. Their actions, whether overt or subtle, aim to harm and control, lacking any regard for others' feelings. By recognizing these behaviors and taking proactive steps to protect yourself, you can maintain your emotional and physical integrity. Embrace the wisdom of Buddhist teachings and famous sayings to navigate these challenges with resilience and compassion. Your journey towards a more peaceful and fulfilling life begins with the conscious choice to distance yourself from cruelty and cultivate kindness in all aspects of your life. Number 5. Contempt. One of the most insidious forms of emotional manipulation employed by an evil person is contempt. These individuals thrive on making you feel inferior by criticizing your appearance, interests, dreams, and every little thing they can find. They are relentless in their pursuit to change your perception of yourself. Picture this: a partner who incessantly critiques your appearance, pointing out what they see as flaws, treating them as unforgivable sins. Comments like, "You could be more attractive if," or "Why don't you dress better?" are not intended to help, but to hurt. They chip away at your self-confidence, making you feel less than. Then there's the so-called friend who mocks your passions and interests, belittling your achievements and dreams as if they hold no value. They might laugh at your ambitions, making you feel foolish for daring to pursue your goals. This type of contempt is a deliberate strategy to make you doubt yourself, to erode your self-esteem until you feel you must rely on them for validation. These manipulators use contempt as a weapon of emotional control. By weakening your self-esteem, they aim to make you dependent on their approval. They seek to mold your self-perception to fit their own interests, with no regard for your true self. Remember, you are valuable, and you deserve respect and consideration. If someone is consistently belittling you, it's a stark indication that they do not care about your emotional well-being. Protect yourself by distancing from those who seek to diminish you. Cultivate relationships that encourage your growth and happiness. Reflecting on a Buddhist story might offer more profound insight into handling contempt. Once the Buddha and his disciples were traveling when a young man approached them and started hurling insults. The Buddha remained calm, not reacting at all. Later, one of his disciples asked why he didn't respond. The Buddha said, "If someone offers you a gift and you refuse to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The disciple answered, "To the one who offered it." The Buddha smiled and said, "The same is true for anger and insults. If you refuse to accept them, they remain with the one who offered them." This story teaches us a valuable lesson. We have the power to reject contempt and insults. We are not obliged to internalize them. By maintaining our self-worth and not allowing others to dictate our self-perception, we protect our emotional well-being. So, ask yourself, how can you better protect your self-esteem from those who use contempt as a tool of manipulation? What steps can you take to ensure that you surround yourself with positive influences? Share your thoughts and experiences, and let's learn from each other. Always remember your inherent worth. Do not allow anyone's contempt to define you. Seek out relationships that nurture your growth, and always stand firm in the face of those who try to diminish your light. Embrace the lessons of self-worth and resilience, and let them guide you towards a life filled with respect, happiness, and inner peace. Number 6. Need to control your life. Evil people often exhibit an overwhelming need to control every aspect of their lives and those around them, driven by a deep-seated fear of losing power and influence. This obsession with control manifests in various ways, making them uncomfortable and powerless if they cannot dictate every detail. Imagine a boss who scrutinizes every minor task you perform, not out of a desire to assist, but to assert their dominance. Or consider a friend who decides every outing, choosing the place, the activity, and the company without consulting anyone else, imposing their will upon you and others. These behaviors are suffocating, reflecting an unhealthy desire to control and dominate. Such individuals go to great lengths to maintain their grip on situations, often resorting to manipulation and emotional blackmail. They might create strict rules that must be followed without question, or use guilt and fear to keep others in check. For example, a partner who constantly tracks your whereabouts and monitors your conversations is not acting out of concern, but out of a compulsive need to control your actions. This need for control can be not just frustrating, but also dangerous, as it often leads to exploitation and abuse. Recognizing these signs is crucial for protecting your independence and emotional well-being. Setting clear boundaries and taking steps to distance yourself from such controlling individuals is essential for regaining your autonomy. In the words of the Buddha, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This quote underscores the importance of self-respect and maintaining your own sense of self-worth in the face of oppressive control. Have you ever felt suffocated by someone trying to control every aspect of your life? How did you handle it? This is an important reflection, as understanding and acknowledging these experiences can empower you to take the necessary steps to protect yourself. Interacting with controlling individuals can be draining and damaging, but by setting firm boundaries you can reclaim your personal power and ensure your well-being. It's also beneficial to consider the broader impact of such control on your mental and emotional health. Continuous exposure to controlling behavior can erode your self-esteem and sense of autonomy, leading to a life lived under constant stress and anxiety. To counteract this, seek support from trusted friends or professionals who can provide guidance and reassurance. Remember, no one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path, as the Buddha wisely stated. This reminds us that while others can offer support, the ultimate responsibility for our well-being lies with us. Controlling behaviors from others can deeply affect your life, but recognizing these signs and taking steps to assert your independence is crucial. Reflect on your experiences and consider how you can set boundaries to protect your autonomy. Have you ever noticed such controlling tendencies in people around you? How did you respond, and what steps did you take to maintain your sense of self? Sharing your experiences and strategies can help others facing similar challenges. By fostering open discussions and supporting each other, we can all work towards healthier, more balanced relationships. If you've made it this far, you're already taking crucial steps towards identifying and guarding yourself against evil influences. Comment below with "Stay vigilant" to show your dedication to these vital life lessons. Don't leave just yet. There's more invaluable wisdom we have to offer. Stick around until the end to learn how to keep your surroundings filled with positivity and peace. Number 7. Absence of remorse. Evil people don't feel remorse for their actions. They never feel guilty about the negative impact they have on others. When confronted, they manipulate the situation to make you doubt your perception of reality. Consider a colleague who takes credit for your work and when you confront them, shows no regret. Instead, they might justify their actions by claiming you wouldn't have achieved it alone or that they were simply helping you shine. This behavior reveals a deeply selfish and manipulative character, entirely devoid of empathy and remorse. Similarly, a friend who constantly makes malicious or hurtful comments, and when you express how those comments affect you, laughs it off, saying you're overreacting or overly sensitive. This not only shows a lack of remorse, but also attempts to distort your perception of reality, making you question your feelings. These individuals are masters at turning situations around, quickly portraying themselves as victims if you point out their mistakes or harmful behavior. thus making you feel wrong for bringing up the issue. This emotional manipulation is a clear sign that the person has no true remorse for their actions and is more concerned with protecting their image. Recognizing the absence of remorse is crucial to protecting your emotional health. People who don't feel guilt for hurting others will likely continue these harmful behaviors, knowing there will be no real consequences for them. Identifying this trait and setting clear boundaries is essential for maintaining healthy relationships and preserving your well-being. If someone repeatedly shows a lack of remorse, it's important to consider distancing yourself from them to protect your mental and emotional health. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. "Happiness never decreases by being shared," said the Buddha. This quote reminds us that true happiness comes from positive interactions and empathy, not from manipulating or harming others. It's a powerful reminder that those who lack remorse and empathy are not capable of true happiness and often spread their misery to those around them. In today's fast-paced world, it's essential to surround yourself with individuals who uplift and support you, rather than those who drain your energy and well-being. Reflecting on modern life, we often encounter people who, despite their outward charm, lack genuine remorse for their actions. These individuals can be found in workplaces, social circles, or even within our families. It's vital to stay vigilant and trust your instincts when you feel something is off. Setting boundaries and distancing yourself from toxic people is not just a matter of self-preservation, but a necessary step toward leading a fulfilling and harmonious life. By recognizing the signs of an absence of remorse, you empower yourself to make better decisions about who you allow into your inner circle. Life is too short to be spent with those who do not value or respect your feelings. As the Dalai Lama wisely said, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." This emphasizes the importance of kindness and empathy in our interactions, which are often lacking in those who show no remorse for their harmful actions. The absence of remorse in a person's behavior is a significant red flag. It indicates a lack of empathy and a propensity for emotional manipulation, both of which are detrimental to your mental health and overall well-being. Recognize this trait, set firm boundaries, and don't hesitate to distance yourself from such individuals. Embrace relationships that bring you joy, support, and growth. And remember that true happiness is found in compassion and empathy, not in the absence of remorse. Number 8. Animal abuse. Animal abuse is a glaring sign of a malicious person. Cruelty towards animals reflects deep-seated issues within someone's character, revealing a lack of empathy and emotional control. Picture a neighbor who often mistreats their dog, yelling and hitting it for any minor reason. This behavior not only causes immense suffering to the animal, but also indicates a profound deficiency in compassion. Such abusive tendencies often spill over into other areas of the abuser's life, potentially affecting their interactions with humans as well. Similarly, consider someone who keeps their pets in horrid living conditions, neglecting their basic needs for food, hygiene, and health. This kind of constant neglect showcases a complete disregard for the animal's well-being and life. We must not overlook these actions. Studies indicate that those who are cruel to animals are often prone to violent behaviors towards humans too. Recognizing these signs is crucial, as it helps us understand the broader implications of being around such individuals. Let's look at a Buddhist story where compassion and kindness towards all living beings are emphasized. The Buddha once recounted a story about a wealthy merchant who was known for his harsh treatment of animals. Despite his wealth, his life was filled with turmoil and unhappiness. On the contrary, a poor farmer who treated his animals with utmost care and compassion lived a peaceful and content life. The Buddha explained that the merchant's cruelty bred negative karma, attracting suffering into his life, while the farmer's kindness fostered positive karma, leading to his inner peace and joy. This story highlights the profound impact of our actions towards animals on our overall well-being and spiritual journey. If you know someone who is cruel to animals, it's wise to distance yourself from them. This might be difficult, especially if we're blinded by friendship, love, or respect for that person, but prioritizing the safety and well-being of both the animals and ourselves is essential. If possible, report such behavior to the appropriate authorities to protect the animals and prevent future harm. Reflecting on Buddhist teachings, we understand that every action we take contributes to our karma. By standing against cruelty and promoting kindness, we not only protect innocent lives, but also enrich our own spiritual path. How do you feel when you witness acts of kindness towards animals? Do you think the way we treat animals reflects our inner selves and influences our own lives? It's crucial to contemplate these questions and recognize that our actions towards all living beings shape our reality. By embracing compassion and rejecting cruelty, we not only help create a better world for animals, but also pave the way for our own spiritual growth and happiness. Remember, the path to a peaceful and prosperous life is built on the foundations of kindness and empathy. Recognizing animal abuse as a sign of a malicious person is vital. Distancing ourselves from such individuals and taking action against their behavior is crucial for the well-being of animals and our own safety. As the Buddha taught, compassion towards all living beings is the key to a harmonious life. Let us strive to embody these teachings in our daily lives, promoting kindness and empathy wherever we go. By doing so, we contribute to a more compassionate world and enrich our own spiritual journey, fostering inner peace and happiness. Number 9. Feeling strange when you're around them. One of the clearest signs that you might be dealing with a bad person is when you feel a strange, uncomfortable sensation around them. It's like an invisible force that drains your energy, makes you restless, or leaves you feeling uneasy. This feeling is your natural instinct warning you that something is not right. Imagine being at a lively family gathering where laughter fills the air. Yet there's that one person whose mere presence casts a shadow over your mood. Even if they aren't doing anything directly to you, their negative energy is palpable. You find yourself tense and uncomfortable, unable to fully enjoy the occasion. This could be a sign that this person harbors negative energy or malicious intentions. Think about a co-worker who always leaves you feeling drained and anxious after any interaction. You might not be able to pinpoint exactly what's wrong, but your body and mind seem to recognize that something is off. Such sensations are not to be ignored. Our instincts often detect subtle signals that our conscious mind overlooks. As the Buddha said, the mind is everything, what you think you become. If you constantly feel uncomfortable in someone's presence, this is a significant warning sign. Trusting these feelings can protect you from potential harm and help you maintain your inner peace. It's essential to listen to your inner voice. When you feel something is wrong, it usually is. Pay attention to the energy people bring into your life. Are they uplifting or draining? Do they inspire joy or cause tension? These observations can guide you in determining who deserves to be in your circle. Consider this. Have you ever ignored these feelings and later regretted it? How did it impact your well-being? Reflect on these experiences and let them guide you in making wiser choices in the future. Our relationships significantly influence our happiness and peace of mind. Therefore, being mindful of the energy we allow into our lives is crucial. Next time you feel that strange discomfort around someone, don't dismiss it. Acknowledge it and take it seriously. Ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What is my intuition trying to tell me? By doing so, you not only protect yourself, but also create a more harmonious and positive environment. Remember, your peace of mind is invaluable, and preserving it should be a top priority. Feeling strange around certain people is a clear sign that something might be wrong. Trust your instincts and take action to protect your well-being. As the Buddha wisely stated, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Ensure that those around you contribute to your inner peace rather than disrupt it. Have you ever experienced this strange feeling around someone and later discovered their true nature? How did it affect you? Share your thoughts and let's learn from each other's experiences. Number 10. Warnings from friends and family. When friends and family caution you about someone's character, it's crucial to heed these warnings. They may have seen toxic and harmful behaviors that could impact you if ignored. Imagine you start dating someone new, and soon your closest friends and family express concern, mentioning this person has a history of manipulation and disrespect in previous relationships. It can be tough to accept these criticisms, especially if you're emotionally involved. But it's vital to listen to these concerns carefully. Similarly, starting a new job and hearing colleagues warn about a specific supervisor who frequently takes out frustrations on subordinates and avoids responsibility is a red flag. These stories are not mere gossip, but genuine warnings based on real experiences that can save you from painful situations. Such warnings from those close to you are invaluable because they come from an external and impartial perspective. Your friends and family want the best for you and have nothing to gain by deceiving you. If multiple people are raising the same concerns, it's a strong indication that caution is needed. Ignoring or downplaying these warnings, especially if the person is currently treating you well, can lead to future distress. Recognizing and considering these concerns can save you a lot of trouble down the line. If someone repeatedly shows toxic and harmful behaviors, these patterns are likely to continue with you. Take these warnings seriously and observe the person's behavior carefully. Noticing signs of manipulation, cruelty, or lack of responsibility should prompt you to consider distancing yourself before it becomes too challenging. Your friends and family might spot red flags that you, being closely involved, might miss. Trust their insights and protect yourself from potential harm. As the Buddha wisely advised, believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who has said it, not even if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. This teaching emphasizes the importance of trusting your discernment and the counsel of those who care about you. In modern life, where we often juggle personal and professional relationships, these warnings are crucial for maintaining our well-being. Protect yourself by staying vigilant and trusting the perspectives of those who have your best interests at heart. In conclusion, recognizing the signs of an evil person in your life is essential for safeguarding your well-being. Whether it's a habit of lying, a lack of responsibility, or cruelty towards others, these behaviors are toxic and can have a profound impact on your mental and emotional health. By staying vigilant and trusting your instincts, you can protect yourself from those who seek to manipulate and harm you. Remember, the teachings of Buddhism remind us to maintain compassion and mindfulness, even in the face of adversity. Thank you for watching today's video on Beware, 10 evident signs that there is an evil person next to you. Life Lessons Buddhist Teachings. If you found this content helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, The Journey of Wisdom. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Your support helps us continue to provide valuable content and foster a community of wisdom and peace. Stay mindful, stay safe, and take care of yourselves and each other. See you in the next video.